Hey guys, this is Noble Struggle here with part 34 of the Siege of Kamino. We're in round 12 of Armada. The Lurker Hulk is in mid-attack. He's already bombarded into Johnson. Now he is bombarding into this Venator over here. And he is rolling 3 red and 2 blue. That is that. We'll easily half that and do a shield redirect. Now he is going to... Okay, perfect. That was his reroll using this right here. So now the remaining 3 damage will be going into the front. One thing that I'll love to see is the Lurker Hulk when it gets an updated card in the Armada community. I would love to see it have some speed. I understand it's massive, but right now on the 2 different cards I have, this one doesn't have any speed. It's just basically going forward, right? That's okay. I know it's for a very specific scenario for the Battle of Naboo, and that's completely okay. And then there's the Gen 1 version that has this kind of slide here. That's fine, but I kind of think it needs to be 1 slide here, 1 slide here. Just even if it gets a 1 slide here, just that little bit of maneuverability would make this card so much better in my opinion. Maybe the caveat is it only has a speed 1, but gosh, that's super slow. Anywho, moving speed 1, this guy is. And he goes over that asteroid yet again. Oh, this Lurker Hulk's not really... The asteroids are not great with him, but we'll deal with it anyway. That's another damage to the Lurker Hulk. And that's coolant damage. It may only fire 1 attack to 1 ship per round. That's a heavy hit. So another thing I'm also curious about with this Lurker Hulk fan-made model is I wonder if we should make it to where he shoots 3 times. Now, some people might say 3 times, that's insane. But this ship is insane, and it deserves to have the full insanity with it. So what's your thoughts? Should the Lurker Hulk be able to shoot from 3 different routes of fire instead of the traditional 2 that a large ship may do? Let me know in the comments. Alrighty, now with that, we are going to Republic and they will activate one of their ships. But I sent a message off to the Discord though. I feel like this guy needs to shoot from 3 firing arcs rather than 2. Might be a little bit overpowered, but I feel it's needed. I feel it just needs a little bit more oomph. But we'll get there. Anyway, next up, this Venator. This Venator is ready to fight. Front arc to front arc, rolling. That's not a lot. He does have concentrated fire though, so he'll re-roll again. Wow! Alright, that's 4 hits in the crit. He could just take it and be okay, but let's see what he might want to do. So let's be honest, he would not use that on the crit. The whole redirects don't apply. So the question is, would he use a half damage to take half of that damage and coming? 4 hits in the crit, that would take off 2 damage. That's 5 damage right there. He'd be at 6 health left remaining after this. If he doesn't, I feel like he has to spin this. With spinning that, 2 of the damage goes away, but still 2 damage hits and a crit hits. You cannot attack at long range. Oh, dear God. Also, I'm about to shuffle these again. And then I press the button. Oh, that's so glorious. Yes. I'm pretty sure... Oh, okay, that sounds better. Honestly, I love this thing. This is the only thing I actually used from the TikTok shop that I bought. Besides my printer, of course. I bought that way before TikTok. But that dang thing, it just shuffles those decks so easily. Anywho, back to that. And he does have a side firing arc onto those 2. And both are in range. So 2 blue into there. 2 hits. That goes down to 1 health. And to the Tri-Droids. 1 hit. That's down to 1 health. I'll tell you what, this guy, he's a heavy hitter this town. And now, no matter what he could have done, because he was at speed 3, he ran right into him. Both take a damage. And the Lurker Hulk is down to 7 health remaining. And the Pelta doing an attack to the Lurker Hulk on the side, losing a dice due to the critical that he has. A negate and a crit. They can't do anything on either of those, and they'll just take the crit. And it's still 1 face down damage, and then flip this card face down. So that's a double damage. He is down to only 4 life remaining. 5 life remaining. Oh, by the way, he revealed a engineering dial and removed a face-up damage card. Now it's on to fighters. Those bombers have already gone. So Republic will have these arcs, and then these arcs go in first. These arcs against vultures. That's a hit, and that's a dead group of vultures. Damien's still just kicking butt. The Max Squad going against these vultures over here. That's a hit, and that's enough to kill these vultures as well. Oops. Both separatist groups were out of range and moved to engage the Arc 170s. And that is it for round 12 of Armada. The death of the Lurker Hulk is coming to an end. And honestly, he goes first next turn because it'll be red phase next turn. That's the way we're playing it narrative-wise. And that's going to be obliteration for maybe 2 of these guys. Honestly, ooh, it could just annihilate that Pelta. We'll have to see. This Lurker Hulk, I feel like, though, is going to take out some people. And let's be honest, Johnson's Venator over here is super weak right now. It's basically very exposed and down to 5 health remaining. But now let's set all dials and everything else for Xwing in a 3, a 2, a 1. Oh, shoot, we got another squid. After a little bit of thinking, trying to figure out where this squid should go, I'm going to do a dice roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If it's a 6, it's a reroll. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. We'll spawn it there. Alrighty, one quick moment. We got a real life update thanks to the community of Armada. They went ahead and let me know that the Lurker Hulk can shoot from 3 different locations at the same time because it applies as the Superstar Destroyer rules, which also when he reveals a token, a command dial, he gets a token as well. This is news to me. I have never played with my Superstar Destroyer before, but holy crap. So for fairness, we are giving this guy his maneuver dial token, and he is now going to go ahead and fire from a 3rd arc. So again, another thing with the Armada community, they are freaking amazing. And they were explaining to me that this card here, even though it has no natural yaw abilities, that you can actually use a navigate to change your yaw value by 1, but you have to have your this guy up and ready. So the token can change your speed, but the actual navigate action itself can change your speed and your yaw. So that's interesting, and I'm learning so much more of how to play this guy better. Speaking of better, the 3rd and final attack from his front arc to these Arc 170s, rolling these 2 dice here. That is another hit onto the Arc 170s. Thankfully, that doesn't change too much with how he plays, but for the next battle we'll do between this and the Trench Run, where it's going to be all the Republic versus all the Separatist ships in Armada, now that we're getting new ones over there, and everything else is going to be insane, and that's really good to know. Anywho, setting dials, tokens, and all other things now that Lurker Hulk is fully understood. In a 3, 2, 1. First one to go is this LAT moving 3 forward. And now on the 3s with Republic having initiative. And the V-Wing commits a 4 turnaround. Tri-Droids then move a 5 forward and evading. And this LAT makes it to safe, moving 4 forward and landing into Legion. With that, the LAT comes by and drops off a group of arcs and a group of Phase 2 troopers directly on the point. It's not technically these guys. These guys are in the one that only has a couple of health left. And this is the one that actually has Rex and a bunch of arcs in it. This is the critical one right here. Although I just had an idea. I might not be able to do it by the time you see this video, but let me know your thoughts as soon as possible of, do you think, because these guys have jetpacks, that when this LAT dies, that can they roll a dice and see if they make it onto this pad? Let me know your thoughts. Hyena Bomber moving 4 forward and calculating. Arc 170 pulling off the most amazing 4 forward and turnaround I've seen in a while. Barely negating the edge of the table, barely avoiding the squid, but doing it just fine. The other Hyena Bomber moving up 4 forward and calculating. V19 target locking squid. And with that, that's now just all the Republic to move and the squids to move afterwards. I'll see you guys next time, and if you got this far, please make sure to follow, like, and if you like this video a lot, repost it. I'll see you guys next time. Legion's going to get some dicey